to Cleethorpes, and we're just coming into the beautiful town of Stamford, Lincolnshire.
It reminds me of Eton a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It's a long time since I've been here. I was working and came here last.
Oh wow, it is gorgeous.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto Wharf Road, A1175.
They've got lovely sandstone buildings. So we're about 10-15 minutes away from the New Lodge Farm campsite where we've been staying, which we're definitely going to come back to.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the nicest campsites I think we've been on.
Yeah, we're going to come back here and visit here, aren't we?
Yes.
So the route is going to take us up right through the centre of Lincolnshire.
Is that the Lincolnshire Wolds?
We'll go as we get further north in Lincolnshire. We'll go by the Lincolnshire Wolds. Link up to go past Boston, Louth, Horncastle, Coningsby, and then up towards Grimsby and Cleethorpes.
Some absolutely beautiful little houses and cottages. Look at the river.
Stunning, isn't it?
Oh,
stunning.
Gosh.
A bit like Oxford.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely need to come here again.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So we're just turning right, and I think most of the town is up there on our left.
A1175.
Yeah, we've been on the main road and just turned right into this country lane. We're running now for another 3.5 miles. And I just said to Tracey, this is when we get the next motorhome. We're going to get one of those sat-navs specially designed for motorhomes. So you can put in your height and your width and details. Avoid little roads like this, as pretty as they are.
Shops and
nice little town.
Nice town, yeah.
Pubs. Horncastle. 2 Horncastles in England. This is Horncastle in Lincolnshire and Horncastle in East London.
At the roundabout, take the first exit onto Louth Road, A153.
Missed out on the rock and roll weekend. So we've just checked in and we're going to have a drive round and find a pitch. It's a mixture of hard standing pitches and grass. We'll go for a hard standing somewhere. So the reason why we've come on to Avon, this is a cancellation booking from last was it last year?
It was last year. We were supposed to be bringing two of our grandchildren, which is why we chose a Haven, because all the facilities, swimming pool and activities are included. But then we had to cancel it, as many people have had to previously. And so we just thought we'd use up the credit, and we've managed to book 2 nights here for the huge sum of
This one,
for the huge sum of £22 for 2 nights. Are you alright with this first?
Yeah. There weren't any others, were there?
No. Not in this bit, no.
It's a little bit more open and less trees.
Yeah.
Alright, Trace. Yeah, fancy not looking to the pirate ship over there.
No, I don't.
Yeah, there's a pirate ship right there, look. And I've just done the research on it. And you can actually walk from up there, the leisure centre, what you can see there. And there's a footpath that goes right over there, right beyond the marshes.
It looks like a bit of a path being trodden here.
Yeah, but it tells you not to walk across there.
No, we had to come off the beach at the other side of the marshes, didn't we?
So it's a fair old walk, and it's 11:35 in the morning, and it's low tide. I've just checked on the internet. We're at low tide, and it's at its lowest at the moment, with high tide due at 25 to 6. But it does advise, if you go down there, and you're most welcome to go down there, it does advise you to be away from the site 2 hours before high tide. So that means you've got to be there, what, 25 to 4, you've got to be off there. So you've got to take into account how long it takes you to walk. You've got to be on the path, yeah.
So this is the path.
Yeah. It's just a popular site, and it's getting more and more popular for people to go out there. Can you remember what it was called?
Something beach bench ship.
Right, we're just about to go up to Cleethorpes Pier and have a little look around there.
It must be one of the shortest piers in country.
It is a short pier, isn't it? It's not like Cromer or Brighton. But
It's pretty at night though when it's lit up.
yeah. Nice fishing ships there as well.
Yeah, except they leave the spoon.
Yeah. Well, just on top of the pier, and it is only a short pier, and the fish restaurant behind me, if you just see there, it just takes up most of the pier, so that's the deliveries behind me, so you have no access at all. And then round the other side, which is over there, is some outdoor seating for customers, so it is quite restrictive. Basically you just come up here for your fish and chips. Just up here in the park area at Cleethorpes, there's some memorial benches. This one to the 2nd Battalion of the Royal Anglian Regiment, the Poachers. And just to the left here, just there, is another memorial. And it's got the military flags flying at the moment.
There's the Royal Air Force Association there.
Yeah. Really nice. Good walk. A little bit about the Humber Estuary. So that's the pier there. I'll get my shadow out of the way, you better see it. That's the pier there. That's Spurn Point, pointy bit of Yorkshire. These are the forts I was telling you about. Regularly attacked by the Luftwaffe. It's a memorial to a RAF pilot.
Renovation. It's called the RAF Strike Wing Memorial, and they're trying to raise funds for another of those memorial benches.
All right. Yeah. There's the RAF pilot up there.
So there must be a strong
Well,
RAF
connection.
connection to
Yeah.
here.
Well, Lincolnshire
Well, true.
it's got loads and loads of airfields.
Yeah.
Even now, but even more in the Second World War.
On the picture, there has clearly been a description of some type that's been taken off.
Oh, yeah, just looking around here, see if there are anything.
No, they've taken them
Don't
off.
see anything.
You'll have to Google it.
I will, yeah, so get some information on that. Right, we're at Ross Tower on the seafront in Cleethorpes. It's known as a folly or a sham building, and locally known as a building of little use. It was built by the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire railway authorities to promote Cleethorpes before it got its own railway station. You can actually come up to the top.
This is how high the cliffs were originally.
Was it?
That's what it said.
Yeah. It gives you a nice view of the estuary. Spurn Point over there again in the distance. Looking over towards the pier. What do you think of it in Cleethorpes?
I like Cleethorpes, it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
Something-
For us it's easier to get to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just over an hour on the M62, isn't
Yeah.
it?
We tend to bring the grandkids here.
We do. Yeah, it's a nice place to. When the sea's out, it's nice for the kiddies down on the beach. It's nice, clean
Yeah.
beach. They do keep it well, don't they?
They do. They've been cleaning it this morning as as we were walking along.
But the town's got the usual suspects of shops in it, hasn't it? Once you get in any town centre. So, as far as shopping is concerned, there's nothing particular that you wouldn't be able to get at home.
No.
There are some other nice little touches. The gardens in particular are nice. We'll have a walk along, and maybe there's a little mini railway we could perhaps go to the smallest pub in the world.
Yep, so we'll go and have a look at that on our way back. But we'll just go and have a look at these memorial with the flags and see what's there. Right, so the Royal Air Force Marine Craft Base, Grimsby. During the Second World War, the RAF Sea Rescue Units were the saviours of over 14,000 airmen, sailors, soldiers and civilians. At the time it was the largest rescue service in the world, manned by men who risked their lives to save others. So the Royal Air Force Association, Combined Cavalry Association. What can I just work that out?
Royal Air Force Regiment.
Oh yeah.
And members of the Household Division there. There's some more at the other side too. It's Her Majesty's ship Grimsby, Merchant Navy and Fishing Fleet.
Yeah. And then they've got another plaque down here for the Royal Navy.
And there's a Parachute Regiment Association and Royal Lincolnshire.
Can't really make them out.
And then the Royal Navy here.
Yeah. Also Royal Fleet Auxiliary, Women's Royal Naval Service, Royal Naval Patrol Service. All these names are familiar, which the Remembrance Sunday programme, when they all do the marching in front of the cenotaph.
I actually applied to join Queen Alexandra's Royal Naval Nursing Service when I was 18.
And round here, there's another plaque. The British Army. Well, this is a dedication and remembrance to the men and women of the British Army who lost their lives while serving their country during conflicts worldwide.
That's presented again by the Parachute Regiment. So it's called Suez Veterans.
Yeah, 1945 to 56. And then you'll have to read it out because it's not picking it up on camera.
This one.
Yeah.
It's commissioned by the Armed Forces Events Organising Committee.
So that's a local.
Yeah, and it's all the combined services, yeah. And then there's dedicated to service personnel of all faiths and creeds who made the ultimate sacrifice for the Commonwealth. And Captain Lancers Regiment, who fought for freedom from 1914, were based at Wheels Bay Park between 45 and 47. So that's Polish. I think that's Italian, isn't it?
Which is that?
Tobruk, Monte Cassino, Ancona and Bologna. 8th Army, 2nd Polish Corps, and this one's, you can't make that one out. But they've made a lovely memorial, haven't they, to
all services and all people.
And not just British, the recognition of the other countries that lost people as well in the bid for freedom. So what what amazes me is that we've been to Cleethorpes so many times and we've never ever walked up here before.
No.
We've walked along the promenade and not been up here, so that's really nice.
Oh, is it?
There's a company there that we feature. It's called
There you go, it's not every day you bump into Michael Portillo. Looks like he's doing some filming on the mini railway here at Cleethorpes. Dressed in his usual colourful attire. It's got to be.
It has to be, it can't be that many people going
Yeah, and it's funny, we were just talking about him over the weekend. Yeah.
Very interesting man.
It is, yeah, if he's ever doing a tour, it's very much worth going to listen to it. Very interesting. Yeah, so we did want to show you the little steam railway, so look out for that. Yeah. Could be. Might be laying on them. Made his way down to the boating lake. Just walking alongside the miniature railway line, just to our left up there. And we're heading down to the smallest pub. Did you say the smallest pub in the world? So, still following the line, and we just crossed over the line now, walking down to the other station. Every now and then you can cross over, but you've got to be aware of trains.
Even little ones.
Yeah, even little ones. Yeah. Smallest pub on the planet. Signal boxing. Yeah.
Oh, as part of their checking the clients have to
You can actually sit in there.
The managed to get to the other station, but we're just so late.
Very quirky.
And they're always sticklers for timing on their side, but everybody else does.
How nice is that? Got a snack shack. Ticket office, coffee, ice cream and souvenirs. There it is. Filming you, filming me. Watching them film. We've got to speak quiet. We're actually filming in the single box there. And Mr. Portillo is eating a plate of local sausage and cheese. Right, well, we're heading back now to the campsite. We've had a great day, haven't we?
We've been looking
Walking
with the
around
weather
Cleethorpes.
and we've discovered things that we've not discovered before.
Yeah,
New
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
Bit of information about this area.
And the connections of the area in the Second World War. Didn't realise there were so many connections. But I guess when you're on the estuary,
Yeah.
and you've got a major port behind us up there in Hull that needs protection, yeah, you can see why. So, and then of course we had the added bonus of seeing Michael Portillo and his crew filming an episode of Great British Railways. And
That's probably the smallest train.
it was surprising. It probably is. Yeah. It's surprising how they do the filming these days. At one time they'd have had loads and loads of crew and lighting and all this kind of thing, and basically had a camera, a microphone, a producer.
Yeah.
And that were it. And they just, well, you'll see from the clips, you know, how they do it.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward, pretty much like what we do, really,
Yeah. Very much.
but better. Right, until next time, we'll say goodbye and we'll catch up with you later on.
See you later.
See you later, bye.